All right, I wanted to do a quick informational video on how to actively combat soreness with some stretching and some self-myofascial release, which is just a fancy word for self-massage. And we can use this roller here in order to do it. I'll show a few simple stretches. Really, any stretch where you're going to the range of motion is going to help you. So if your arms are sore, like your triceps are sore, and you just pull your arm across your chest, that's going to end up making sure that you're stretching that out a little bit, kind of breaking up some of that swelling and edema. A few stretches that I like doing in order that help with legs, because legs, everyone I've talked to seems to usually be the worst when you first start training. This is just a really good guide, and I like doing it on a bench. So from here, I can make sure everything's flat. I can lean my chest out in good posture, and why I really like doing it with a bench is because I can grab the edge of a bench and I can help pull myself to my range of motion, even if I'm a little tight, right? Even if I'm struggling. And I don't want to have the video too long, but you want to hold for about 40 seconds, and you can cover that on each leg. Okay, quads can also be pretty tight too, and at a lot of times. One of my favorite ones is just here. I'm going to keep my chest nice and tall, and I'm going to push on my knee forward in order to stretch this quad. This is where I should feel it, right here on that hip flexor. Of course, we're still going to go 40 seconds and switch. Making sure we're up nice and straight. Pushing on that knee, feeling here. Again, all these, they're just going to help you get to your range of motion, not necessarily that you're going to get anywhere past it. One of the best ones that I like, it's going to cover groin on one side and your outer hip on the other. This outer glute can get really tight and also kind of cause some problems with walking. But you're going to want to have your leg 90 degrees in front of you. And the goal is to get this hip turned to the ground with that toe straight once you get into the stretch. So you'll come and pull across and over in order to have that happen, and you're going to feel that right in this outer hip. So it'd be this outer hip that you're going to feel and this part of the groin that you're going to feel in order to help yourself stretch. Pulling through again. 40 seconds on each of these is what you're going to be looking for, at least several sets. All of these exercises after you've warmed up a little bit or even after a lift you can do, and they're going to help release. Now, this is a foam roller. I've seen a lot of gyms starting to have these, or they're cheap online. There are also some other like massagers with handles that you can roll up and down. I couldn't seem to find mine, but again, they're cheap and they're easy. You're just going to try and massage yourself. Now, what I do like about this is because you almost work your core a little bit as you're doing the foam roller in this situation. So, and you can get almost your entire body from time to time. So I like, even if I'm really sore on my chest or shoulders, I can lay across it, and I'm just using the weight of my body in order to push across the muscles that are sore. And I can get a lot of movement, right? If I say my full body's sore, come all the way down, and I can really push across my hips. I can easily transition from side to side. And the best one, because usually my lower back through my hamstrings after a hard lifting day of legs, that's what's hurting me. And you can come and post up on your arms, and you can get all the way from your calves all the way up on your back in one motion to get a nice, good roll out. I usually stop, go on the hamstrings a little bit, and then finish all the way through. On this, when you get to your back, really curve your back. That's going to help push all your muscles out so you can really control and roll in that situation. Again, few ways you can do it, either as a warm-up, as a cool-down, as needed when you're doing your training program. And from there, you can actively combat, not have to deal with so much of that soreness.